CLTGreg back zone.
Yeah.
So, how did you get down to Charlotte?
So that's interesting. So I stayed in, we call it the Capital Region, which is outside of Albany, in upstate New York. So I stayed there for most of my adulthood too. And then my dad passed away. It will be 10 years in February. And I had just I broke up with my boyfriend at the beginning of that December. End of December, my dad was diagnosed with cancer. And then 6 weeks later, he passed away. So, yeah, worked through that. And so I was working through a lot of stuff. And I was like, I think I need a change. So that whole, I don't want to say the whole year after, because after my dad passed, it was kind of a blur for a couple months, right? Mm-hmm. But probably mid-year of that, I was like, I think I want to make a move. And then the following February, I got the opportunity, MetLife, which is where I worked, relocated like thousands of jobs to Charlotte and Ballantyne. So I kind of took that opportunity, moved, and I've been here now. It'll be 9 years as of March 1st. Yeah. I love it. Yeah.
So I always ask people about the growth and what have you. What do you think of like what's happened here in the last 9 years since you've been here?
I can't believe I can like look back 9 years and see it, but the food scene has exponentially grown and gotten so much better from when I first moved here. Just seeing even the skyline and has been crazy. So yeah, I think it's a good thing for the most part, but my concerns are affordable housing and stuff. I'm one of those people that moved here from New York, and it's kind of like shame kind of, but we need to put focus on that affordable housing. That's the biggest thing, because I hate to see, especially like where I'm at in Plaza Midwood, us pushing people out. It's kind of sad.
It really is. Do you think that like any theories of like a bubble bursting, or do you think this is just the way it is, or?
Sure, I hope housing bubble bursts so I can get a nice cheap house, but I don't know. It's like in the last 9 years, I'm like, how many more apartments do we need? And it just, people keep on coming. I'm like, and then I look it up and no, we need them. So I don't know if it will here. I think with remote work and things, more people are moving to places like this because it's more affordable comparatively. So I don't think it will burst here. I don't know. No, my first one was the grocery store, which I have a lot of good stories from then. My favorite job was the grocery store. I started there when I was like 15, 16 in high school, and I stayed there until I did a year after college, and tried to do like the management thing. And I was like, these hours suck, like the pay sucks. So then that's how I got into insurance. So maybe it was like two years, maybe a year and a half, because I graduated in 06. I started at MetLife in March of 08.
Any like fun, outstanding stories you can share from your grocery store experiences?
Yeah, like I was talking to, I still am friends with so many people from those days. And I was talking to a girl that I worked with, and she's like, I would work there today if I could get paid the same. And I'm like, you know what? I was just thinking of that to myself. I mean, crazy stories. I mean, I could go all day on them. I mean, because everyone has to go to the grocery store, right?
So you literally see everybody.
Everybody. All my friends, I tell some stories. I mean, I also moonlighted there as their mascot for parades and events, Hannaford Hank. Yeah. Which is a rainbow-colored dinosaur.
That is amazing.
Yeah. And I'm a big guy, so I'm like just under 6'3". The suit didn't fit me. It was disaster every single time, but it was fun. So people try. But
what about?
Yeah, it wasn't.
What about eating, like while you're checking out, like eating the product?
Yeah, people do that all the time. It's
That is
gross.
so
Or
weird.
eat it. Yeah. Then this one time I had this woman in my line and she buys like $300 worth of groceries. She's in, let me paint the picture for you. She's in a white and pink sweatsuit, but it's windbreaker, windbreaker suit. So I'm like, she swipes her card. She looks a little off. And all of a sudden she leaves her cart full of all these groceries. She's already paid. I have the receipt. She has her card. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I like leave the register, like with the car. I'm chasing her. She shit herself.
Stop.
I'm like, and it was everywhere. And
Like on the
she
floor?
was like, it was all in her windbreaker. Like it was like brown. And she was like trying to cover herself up.
And so what do you do?
Well, once I realized that that's what was going down, I was like, oh, okay, like just come back. I'll put your cart in the cooler. Like, da, 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 da. Like, but I would never went back. But she did. She came back. She changed and came back. Granted, like $200-300 in groceries, but yeah.
Holy shit, you're really nice to have done that because I would have been like, not that I would have been mean, but that's like so awkward. Like I just would have, I don't know.
Yeah, you see a lot. Then I had this couple. This was even before I was out, so I like didn't know I was gay.
Mm-hmm.
They were like they like followed because I would at one point I like was a bookkeeper, so I would work late and count all the drawers and stuff. And they followed me to my car. I was like 17, 18, and asked me to go to their house and model underwear. Yeah. And then they started calling the store asking for my schedule. Yeah. Asking for my schedule.
Dude, that's some like Dahmer shit, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. So they ended up getting a do not trespass. They like, the police had to come and all this stuff. Like, yeah.
Oh, and what chain was this? What grocery chain?
It's called Hannaford.
Okay.
They like the company that owns them owns Food Lion too.
How fascinating.
Yeah, yeah.
So when they're like, hey, come model underwear, are you just like, absolutely not? Or just turn around and ignore them? Or?
Well, I was like, oh, I was like, no. And then I just got in my car and left. Yeah. I should have been like, now in hindsight, I'm like, I should have asked them how much.
Right, right. Like, how much are you charging?
But I was just so like mortified and shocked. I was like a little innocent boy. Now I'm not so innocent.
Fast forward.
Thank you, Katie Black. You're amazing. Thank you, love.
I love your